Here my eyebrows look relatively even, but I'm going to show you just how uneven they actually are in real life. Here you can see the one on the left actually starts a few millimeters lower than the one on the right. So just with the help of a few simple lines, it can completely transform how you fill in your eyebrows for a more even finish. We start with a line down the centre of the nose, and then we draw 2 lines either side of that, and these start either side of the tip of the nose up towards the brows, and this gives us the even space. As you can see, the one on the left actually doesn't start far enough forward, so I need to fill in a few extra lines there. The arch of the eyebrow is determined by coming from the corner of the tip of your nose across through your pupil and upwards, and this would be the ideal area for the arch of your eyebrow. And then for the tail of the eyebrow, we would go from the corner of your nostrils, not the tip, and up to the outer corner of your eye. A line directly across the top will determine if your eyebrows are sitting at that same level. You can actually purchase eyebrow mapping string for this, where it leaves these lines on your face as a guide. Here I've gone under the base of my lowest eyebrow on the left, and as you can see, the one on the right is sitting a couple of millimeters higher. I've then placed a line directly in the centre of this square box, and as you can see, this is where the top of my eyebrow sits on the right side. If we then draw a line from both these corners upwards, it will take us to the arch of the brow. And then from the lower half of the arch to the outer corner, here we have the perfect trajectory for the tail of the eyebrow, and the top line will also come down to this point, and that will give us that perfect triangular finish. Whereas if we look at my opposite side, it's slightly off. It's not a huge amount, but it is enough to determine that these brows are uneven and I need to work on them differently in order to make them as symmetrical as possible. Now, they are not going to be perfect, but I can definitely make them match a little bit better. On the left side, I'm going to need to work on the top half of the eyebrow. On the right side, I'm going to need to work on the lower half of the eyebrow. Here, I've crudely filled them in with some line work on the computer, just to give you an example. On the left, I've filled in the top half with the lines, and on the right, I filled in the bottom half with the lines. So although we're going to be filling in with our brow pen on the top and bottom of both brows, I will be concentrating a lot more on the left at the top to elevate that slightly higher. And on the right, I'm going to try and lower the brow slightly by filling in the base of the brow. So let's get on with the filling in. Now, as I mentioned, you can use mapping tape. It would be like this, but it would leave the lines across your face, which is great if you are starting out and you're new to filling in your eyebrows and you want to try and determine the perfect shape. I'm totally used to filling in my eyebrows, so instead I'm actually going to do it with a pencil, and I'll show you in the same form that I'm doing here where I'm using the string. I'm actually just going to use the pencil as a guide, but I wanted to show you that you can do this if you're unsure how to do it with the pencil. As you can see, I'm using the exact same technique. I'm going from the corners of the tips of my nose past my pupil and up, which is going to give me the perfect spot for the arch of my brow. From either side of the tip of my nose upwards, then I can fill in roughly where the brow should start. From the outer corner of the nostrils to the outer corner of the eye upwards, this should be where the tail of my brow should finish. So you can just pop little dots here in these areas like I'm doing, because these wipe away really easy. And just so that you can visually see, I'm kind of drawing an extension here just so I can see where the top of this brow needs to sort of extend to and how much lower this one needs to come down. So you can see they look much more even when I go back in with a string, just to make sure I've got these all in the right areas. So you can do the same. The brow pen I'm going to be using is the Urban Decay Brow Blade. I have been a fan of this for so many years, and I'm going to go in with a slightly more intense finish so you guys can see the lines that I'm creating. Usually I use a lighter hand and these look a little bit more feathery, but in order for you to really see what's going on, I'm going to press a little bit harder. So this is the eyebrow where I'm starting lower than where the hairs are naturally sitting. So I'm mimicking hair-like strokes. Now don't worry if they come out slightly dark to begin with, because you can go over this with a spoolie to really soften the pen, and it will give you that much lighter finish. As you can see, as we get towards the arch of the brow, I'm extending these lines at more of an angle to follow the direction that the hairs naturally grow. Again, always look directly straight into a mirror so you can make sure that your lines are as symmetrical as you can make them. That line at the bottom of my first brow needed to kind of be almost in line with this brow here. As you can see here, I'm working straight into where the hairs start. I don't want to take this any lower because this is the lowest brow. So the lines that I'm taking here are going directly where the lowest hairs sit. I really hope that makes sense. It's quite hard to describe, but hopefully that makes sense. I know many of you might be thinking, why don't you just draw the other ones even lower? But the lower you go with the pen, further away from where the hairs naturally start, the more fake it starts to look, and you want them to look as natural as possible, so you kind of want to stay within the remit of where your hairs are growing, but you can extend ever so slightly either up or below the brows. Now when you are filling in your eyebrows with a brow pen, remember that the very front of your brow is naturally a lot lighter. There's less hairs in this area, it's more sparse, so don't go too heavy with your pen. Allow this area to be slightly lighter than the rest of the eyebrow if you want a more natural finish. Also, the very centre of your brow, where all the hairs kind of gather, that area is naturally more dense, so don't be tempted to put your brow pen into this area, because if you make that darker, in turn it's going to make the areas that are sparse that you're filling in also look more sparse. So avoid filling in the areas that already have a lot of hair. So along the top of this eyebrow, I've kept it to where the hairs naturally sit, whereas on this eyebrow, I'm going to be going at the top to elevate this brow. So we're going to be going into the areas where there aren't any hairs growing. It's going to be more on the skin. That way it should line up with the eyebrow on the right side, and then when you look straight on, they'll be sitting at roughly the same level. Remember to always kind of try and follow the direction that the hair naturally grows. So at the front here, they always go up and then sort of veer off to the left or the right, depending on which eyebrow you're working on. Then as we get towards this part of the eyebrow, the brow hair actually comes down at a different direction. So again, we're going to follow that direction. So lay your brush down and allow the tip to graze the skin very lightly. That way you're only going to use a very light hand. And don't forget to remove the marks that you put on the skin. You can use a brush with a little bit of concealer or foundation in to remove that. And then use your spoolie as you go along to really soften the lines. It will help to remove the initial lay down of that ink and then just leave behind a nice soft stain. Again, turn your pen round slightly further when it comes to the tail of the eyebrow, because you want that to start coming down at a different angle, again following that natural direction that the hairs grow. And as I mentioned earlier, always stop and look in the mirror and make sure that what you're doing is matching up. Don't just do one full eyebrow and hope that you're going to be able to do the other brow to match. Do them both as you go along so that they're coming together. Otherwise, you might find that once you've done one eyebrow, it's harder to match the other one, and you're going to keep removing one in hopes of getting it right. Whereas if you do one bit on each brow as you go, you're more likely to be able to create that symmetry that you're looking for. Here you can see I got down to where my mark was, so I knew that was where the tail of my eyebrow needed to finish. I removed that mark and now I'm just filling in to make sure it's nice and precise, but still very soft. So I'm going between my pen and the spoolie to make sure that it has that soft finish, but it has reached the point that is in line with the outer corner of my nose and the outer corner of my eye for the perfect tail finish. Not everybody's face is going to map this out perfectly. If it looks as though your eyebrows are coming down too low, you don't have to follow the map, it is just a guide. But I do hope that this has helped you to work out how to create a bit more symmetry and a bit more balance when it comes to your eyebrows. As you can see, mine are not perfect and they don't need to be. Brows are sisters, not twins, and now you know how to bring them closer together. I've linked the brow mapping tape as well as the Urban Decay brow pen below so you guys can shop directly from the video. Let me know if you try this and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if it helped. And if your brows aren't your only struggle, I've got tutorials for hooded eyes, mature skin and much more here on my channel. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!